All right, well, today I want to talk a little bit more about entrepreneurship and just about like failing and feeling like wanting to quit. Um, we'll probably talk about Mario Kart in there as well. I'll be playing some Knockout Tour. We're going to be doing, character wise, that's the first question that I have to ask myself. And I'm feeling Nabbit today because, yeah, we're feeling Nabbit for no particular reason. I'm gonna do Nabbit on the real racer, so that way you get a balance of speed, acceleration, handling, and weight. We're gonna do the Moon Rally on mirror mode, 150cc. Start knockout. Let's do it. So, feeling like a failure. So yeah, a few years ago, I was at a private school in the Midwest, and it's called WashU in St. Louis. And I was in the business school, and I think I did pretty well for myself. Like, I liked the content a lot, and so the subjects came very easy to me. Like, I liked business strategy. I had econ experience. I enjoyed just making business decisions, like what that looks like. And I did very well. Like, I got selected to a TA position that only a small number of people in my class got selected to. And it was a thing where, like, if you got this position, then there was a good chance that you'd end up like going to a good company after college. And I remember like feeling honored that that was the case. But then I shortly thereafter decided to come back home to pursue like my dreams of being an entrepreneur, because I felt like having my own schedule, being my own boss, like that outweighed any potential prestigious internship I could have. And I think at the time, like, those internships sounded very intimidating. So yeah, I came back home. I went to community college, and there was always a plan. You know, I knew I wanted to go to a UC. In particular, I wanted to go to UC Berkeley. And I knew that in order to do that, I had to execute at community college. So when I got there, I kind of changed course a little bit, and I started taking math classes. This is just becoming my life story. Let me get to the point. The point is that, like, I kind of took a chance on myself by not just taking the normal internship route, but because of that, now that I've failed a few times, I kind of, at times feel a little bit like, man, I should have just gone with the internship route from the start. That way I wouldn't, if I was gonna fail anyway, so if I was gonna fail anyway, I might as well have just gone with the internship route in the first place. But I feel like that is a very flawed way of thinking, because I didn't know I was gonna fail. And honestly, within the failing, there's been a lot of lessons. Something that's been hard for me in my life is like starting things. I get a lot of like what I call analysis paralysis. And so oftentimes doing something for me is just proving to myself. Like, the hardest part of doing something is just starting. So with starting a business, like, as soon as I had like a solid idea of what I wanted to do, which was my first business this year was the mouth rinse business that targets canker sores. Once I had that solid idea, I just wanted to do it, because for so long the hardest thing was just doing it. Was just like actually doing the work. And now that I'm at a point where I'm able to actually start up and do the work, the hard part now is actually like executing and coming up with a good idea that could hopefully help me achieve financial freedom. So the issue, I feel like the goalpost moves. Like the goalpost went from being like, can I just have a business in my life? Like, can I be a business owner and operator? And then when I had the business and I was owning and operating it, the goalpost then moved to be like, can I have a successful business that I can do well with? Because I think for a while I like fascinated over how people would perceive me if I had a business. Like being a business owner means you are a self-starter. It means you're motivated. It means you're disciplined. And I think there are times where I kind of fall in love with the idea of how I think people are going to perceive me. But then when I actually get the thing, or I achieve that initial thing, then I realize that that's just the starting point. You know, it's just the starting point to have a business. The real success is getting customers and honestly, it's creating something that people like want to have in their lives and feel happy about. So yeah, I mean, I want to be mindful of the goalpost moving, but yeah, I think it's a good thing that the goalpost moves. I felt the same way when I got into Berkeley in 2025 last year. Like for so long, I had fantasized of going to Berkeley. Like it was my dream school in high school, and I didn't get in, which was very sad. So I went to the next best school that I got into. And all throughout my time at community college, I was just hoping, like, man, if I get into Berkeley, like, I'm gonna be set. You know, I have this amazing school on my resume, and people, like, when I walk into a room, people are gonna look at me different because I'm a Berkeley student. And it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I feel like that is kind of the thing that's pumped out there by people who romanticize and fetishize these schools. And then when you get there, it's just like I keep saying, the goalpost moves. You know, it's no longer about being at Berkeley. It's about doing well in your classes and not just doing well in your classes, but like getting that internship, getting that job, you know, getting the funding for your startup. It's like, and it's crazy to me how much I notice Berkeley students taking it for granted, this like amazing opportunity that they have, because they have something to complain about. You know, there's always something to complain about. There's always something to complain about. But I can't tell you how many times I go around campus and just say like, oh my God, I am so lucky to be here. You know, just a year ago, about a year and a half ago, I was just at community college, thinking that I was one degree away from being a dropout. And that's that's scary. And I think all I ever really wanted at the time was just a chance to, show the world that I was a smart person and that I deserved a smart indicator next to my name from how smart I felt and how hardworking I was. And so my friend gave me a good quote a while ago. I think it applies to so many people. But it's like, I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. It's like before you complain about how much food is on your plate, before you complain about there being too much food on your plate, remember that all you wanted to do last year was eat. And I think that directly applies to me, and honestly a lot of people who achieve things that they set out to do. Like for so long, all I wanted was just to have a reason to start a business, to be a business operator and owner, because I wanted that sense of excitement and that sense of fulfillment. Oh my god, I just pulled off a weird ass stunt. I am in first place in the last part of the knockout tour. I think I have this secured. Oh yeah, I have a big lead. I just approached, what is this map called again? I won first of all. I came in first place. But what is this map called? It's called, not Desert Hills. It is the one where you're in the like the safari. That's gonna upset me if I don't remember this on my own. I know the whole soundtrack in my head. I know all the characters that you see in it. It's called, I'm looking it up. I'm so upset. And by look it up, I mean I'm going to versus mode and then I'm gonna scroll through the map to see to Faraway Oasis. I didn't even look it up. You can see I'm on a black screen right now. Faraway Oasis. That is what it's called. Just checking to see the lighting, nothing else. I think I'll play another one. Nah. I got my first place streak, alright? It's all against CPUs, but we're still coming in first place every time. Nothing less for you. I care about you guys, so I will never post a video where I'm not coming in first place. Alright. I will talk to you in the next one. Make sure to remember not to let your goalpost move too much, and don't let that affect your happiness. Remember how far you've come. Alright. Bye-bye.